Faust study 1. Entering with the poodle. It's dark now in the fields and everywhere. Night has come, bringing its strange intimations and premonitions. Our better self is awakened. Our unruliness, our dangerous impulses abated, thoughts of love begin to strain in me, love of mankind, love of God. Be quiet, poodle. Don't run about so. What are you sniffing at in the doorway? Lie down behind the stall. I'll give you my best cushion. You entertained us nicely with your antics when we came down the hill. Now let me make you comfortable as my guest. You're welcome to stay if you don't make a noise. This is a time when a man feels clear in his own mind. Sitting in his den with a friendly lamp burning, reason raises its voice again and hope revives. You long to reach the springs of life. You long for the source. Poodle, stop your whining and growling. There's no place for these animal noises beside the lofty music that I hear within me. We know that if people don't understand a thing, they ridicule it. They complain about the good and the beautiful because it embarrasses them. Is a dog going to follow suit? But in spite of myself, my inner contentment is beginning to fail. Why must the flow so soon give out and leave us thirsty? I've seen it many times. But there's another way. If we put our trust in the supernatural and yearn for revelation, and where does the light of revelation burn better and brighter than in the New Testament? I must look at the original without delay and see if I can read it honestly in my beloved German. He opens a volume and begins. The text reads, "In the beginning was the word." But stop, what about this? I can't read the word nearly as high as that. I'll have to translate it some other way. Unless I'm mistaken, the true reading is, "In the beginning was the mind." But let's not be in a hurry with the first line. Can it be the mind that creates the world? Surely we ought to read, "In the beginning was the energy," but no sooner do I write this than something tells me not to stop there. And now I see the light and sat down confidently. In the beginning was the act. Poodle, if you and I are to share the room, you have to stop your yapping. I can't do with so bothersome a company. One of us will have to go. I'm sorry, you can't be my guest any longer. The door's open off with you. But what do I see? Can it be natural? Can it be real? The poodle is swelling so it can't be a poodle. It's more like a hippopotamus. Eyes of fire and dreadful jaws. What a spectacle I brought home with me. But I'll get you. The key of Solomon is a thing for the likes of you. On the landing, There's someone trapped in there. Don't go in. Stay out. The old devil's caught like a fox in a trap. But watch. Float about a minute, and you'll see he'll get loose. Help him if you can. He's done us a many good turn. First, I will go at him with the spell of the 4 elements. Let the salamander grow, let the undying wither, let the spell disappear, let the kobold toll. No man could be master of the spirit if he didn't know the elements, the strings and the properties. Salamander, disappear in flame, undie, rouse though, and collapse. Self shy like a mentor, kobold, bring help, come out and make an end of it. None of the 4 is in the beast. There he lies, groaning at me. I haven't heard him yet, but I'll make you sit up with a stronger one. Fellow, are you a fugitive from hell? Then look at this sign before which the black angels bow down. He's swelling up with bristling pickles. You base creature, can you read his history here? The never-begotten, the infinite one, filling the heaven, wandering transfixed. Caught behind the stove, he's swelling like an elephant, filling the whole room, turning into cloud. Don't go through the ceiling, lie down at your master's feet. You see, I'm as good as my word. I'll roast you with holy fire. Don't wait till I give you the threefold light. Don't wait till I turn on the strongest of my arts. The cloud fades. He comes out from behind the stove, dressed like a wandering scholar. What's the noise about? What can I do for you, sir? So you was a poodle, were you? A wandering scholar. Very amusing. I salute the learned gentleman. You certainly made me sweat. What's your name? I call that a silly question from a man who holds words in such contempt and cares only for depth and nothing for appearance. With birds like you, one can usually tell me the nature by the name and tell it only too clearly. If your name happens to be Lord of the Flies, or Liar, or Destroyer, well, who are you? A part of the force that always tries to do evil and always does good. Your speaking in riddles explain. I am the spirit that always negates, and rightly so, since everything that comes into existence is only fit to go out of existence, and it would be better if nothing ever got started. Accordingly, what you call sin, destruction, evil in short, is my proper element. You call yourself a part, and yet you look like a whole. I'm just speaking the modest truth. I know that man, in his silly little world, thinks he's a whole, or usually does. But I am part of the part that was everything in the beginning. Part of the darkness that gave birth to light, light that in its ignorance challenges Mother Night and claims the possession of space. But try as may, it will never succeed, because it can free itself from objects, it flows from objects, it beautifies objects, it is intercepted by them, and so when we get rid of objects, we shall get rid of light as well. I hope it won't be long. Now I see what you're up to. You can't destroy on a big scan, so you're working on a small. Yes, and not achieving much either. This thing, this clumsy world, comforting nonsense. I haven't been able to get at it yet. After all the pounding waves, storms, the fires, the earthquakes, land and sea stay just as they were. And as for the curse brought of men and animals, I can do nothing with them. To think how many of them I've buried already, and yet there's always some new brood circulating always. It's enough to drive you mad. Gems spring up by the thousand in earth, air, or water, dry or wet, warm or cold. If I hadn't reserved fire for myself, there'd be nothing I could call my own. So you are pitting that cold, malignant devil's feast of yours against the power of creation, against the life force that never hates? A future endeavor. Better try something else, you crazy son of chaos. We must certainly look into this. I'll have more to say about it another time. Do you mind if I go now? I can't see why you ask. We're now acquainted. Come and see me when you like. Here's the window, there's the door, and there's always the chimney. Unfortunately, there's a little thing that stopped me going out. The mandrake's foot in the doorway. What? The pentagram, does it bother you? Tell me then, if this blocks you, how did you get in? Can devils be fooled? Take a look, it isn't well drawn. You see, the corner pointing out has a break in it. A lucky accident, so by pure chance you're my prisoner. The poodle never noticed when it came running in. Now it's different, the devil can't get out. Why don't you go through the window? It's a rule amongst ghosts and devils. They have to go out the way they came in. Going in, we can choose. Going out, we're tied. So even hell has its laws? I like that. We might come to terms with one another. What we promise we keep to the full. No haggling. But it isn't simple. We'll talk about this someday soon. For the present, I beg you please to let me go. Or stay another minute and chat with me. Let me go now, and I'll soon be back. Then you can ask all the questions you like. I didn't try to trap you. You walk into the trap yourself. A man doesn't catch the devil every day, but hang on to him when he has him. If you wish, I'm prepared to stay and keep your company, provided you allow me to entertain you in my own way. Excellent, do what you choose, only let it be pleasant. You will get more sensual pleasure from my entertainment than in all the dull round of the year. Was this gentle spirit sing the lovely things they show? It's not just empty magic. Nose and palate will get their share. You'll be delighted. No preparation is needed. We're all assembled. Begin. Let the violeted ceiling lift, the dark clouds scatter, and the friendly blue sky appear, with mindful suns and sparkling stars. Hosts and angels pass by in the air, awakening our design. The ropes and ribbons fill the landscape, cover the embers where lovers unite. Vines spout, grapes pour into the presses, rivers of foaming wine twinkle through the clean rocks. Leave the heights, spray into lakes, with green shores sloping. Birds drink delight, fly towards the sun and the happy ocean striking in the waves, with jubilant shores singing, dancing in the meadows. Some climb the hills, others swim, others float in the air, all finding life and divine happiness. He's off. Well done, you airy youngsters. You perform your duty and sung him to sleep. Thank you for the concert. You, Faust, are now the man to keep the devil in your gaps. Play on him now with sweet dreams, plunging into depths of illusion. But to burst this treehouse spell, I need a rat's tooth, and I shan't have to wait long. There's a rat rustling here. He will hear me at once. The lord of rats and mice, of flies, frog, bugs, and lice, commands you to come out of hiding and nibble this threshold where I'm putting a drop of oil. Here you are, and now to work. The corner that blocks me is the forward one here. Another bite, and it's down. Now, Faust, dream away till we meet again. Waking. Have I been duped a second time? Is this all I have from my rendezvous with spirits? Did I just see the devil in a dream and lose a poodle?